All right, so this clearly isn't Mexico. The trip never happened. We got down to the night before the trip. We had family fly in to take care of our 14-month-old while we were getting away. And right before we left, we had an emergency trip to the ER with my daughter. She's totally fine. She had a febrile seizure, which is something that happens when their temperature spikes. It's terrifying to watch as a parent, but it's relatively common. It's a pretty quick fix. They gave my daughter Tylenol, and she was kind of back up and running at full speed the next day. But we canceled the trip. We stuck around to do doctor's appointments. Frankly, I was pretty nervous, so I didn't go kiting for a couple of weeks. But now the temperature's up, now the wind is up, the sun's out, and I'm excited to get out for a session. We have 20 to 30 mile an hour winds. It's kind of the mid 30s. We're gonna go to John's backyard. And actually I'm gonna test the new GoPro Enduro batteries. The last couple sessions, I lost a bunch of footage or wasn't able to shoot with the GoPros because the batteries died in the cold weather. GoPro launched these new Enduro batteries and hopefully it fixes the cold weather issue. So I listened to some advice from the Kitemare video. I set up 2 anchors, one for the chicken loop, one for the safety line. That way, in case anything goes wrong, you have a backup. We got John's kite up in the air. He got out on the water and started boosting immediately. The wind was up and I was super psyched to get to work on jumping. Frankly, I haven't been super happy with my progress around jumping over the past couple years. I'm just not getting the height or the hang time that I want. I'm not really able to do any tricks. And so I really want to work on the jumping aspect. And I think it has something to do with my release, my pop and my timing with the kite and the amount of line tension I'm building up before I jump. So I'm going to focus on that today. I think what clicked for me was the relationship between the board speed and the kite movement. You almost want to get as much board speed as possible while holding an edge, while moving the kite slightly the opposite direction. And it's really about patience. You want that kite to get up to the very top. You want the tension to really build up as you go, and then pull the bar and jump at the last minute. And when I get it right, what I felt was a much more violent and aggressive kind of jerking you up off the water. And then as a result, I got more height. So I was excited about that. I know the GoPro footage still looks like I'm jumping 4 or 5 feet off the ground. It felt like it was 20 or 30. So yeah, super fun session. With this particular wind direction, when you ride right there in the channel, the water gets pretty flat, so it's good for jumping. I think I made some progression in this session on jumping. I think it really clicked. From a GoPro perspective, the Enduro batteries actually worked really well. I got a full hour of filming and 35 degrees down to about 20 degrees temperature when it started snowing at the end. Got back from kiting just in time. The batteries started to die at the end as the temperature dropped, but the GoPros had been in the water or in my wetsuit or out in the cold air for about an hour. So huge improvement over the old GoPro batteries. Hopefully you guys liked the video. If you got any questions, throw them in the comments down below. And thanks for watching.